What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters, and the rain continue to pour and pour and pour. More information continue to come in on Tech N9ne, man. One of the most respected battle rappers in our time. Due to his sudden demise, March 24th, of an unexpected death that plagued the battle rap community, man. Come to find out, he may have took his own life, allegedly. Now, Philadelphia News reports this article that's in back of me right now, coming from the Philadelphia News. It say rapper Tech N9ne was facing child porn charges just before his death. Just before his death. And it goes on to go in graphic details of some of the things that took place. Come on, man. Okay, now I'm going to read some of this articles of what happened and what they are reporting that took place with him. Now, this is what the article reads. The article says, rapper Tech N9ne was facing child porn charges before his death. It say the legendary Philly battle rapper was due in court to be arraigned on March 25th, the day after he died. Last week, it was reported that legendary Philadelphia battle rapper Tech N9ne had died suddenly on March 24th. And now we've learned that he had been scheduled for arraignment on child porn and other charges on the day after his death. Tech N9ne, born Akeem Mickens, was pronounced dead at Holy Redeemer Hospital in Middlebrook on March 24th. The Montgomery, I'm sorry, this thing messing up. The Montgomery County Coroner's Office has yet to determine a cause of death, explaining that toxicology tests are not complete. The death is under investigation, said First Deputy Coroner Alexander Balaki. Okay? Mickens, a 32-year-old Germantown resident, had been arrested on January 5th in Philadelphia and charged with possession of child pornography, indecent assault, indecent exposure, and corruption of minors, in addition to other offenses. He was due to be arraigned in common pleas court on March 25th. So he was going to take a plea deal. He was going to plead guilty on some of these charges March 25th, the day before he died. According to an affidavit of probable cause filed in the case, the complaint is the daughter of a woman who was dating Mickens. The girl told investigators that Mickens repeatedly demanded that she take her clothes off in front of him and that he would then masturbate in front of her. On one occasion, she alleged Mickens, Tech N9ne, forced his way into her bedroom with a knife and tried to get her to touch his penis. Mickens' death caused some confusion in the hip-hop world because his stage name is similar to that of a rap star, Tech N9ne. After news got out that Mickens had died, many of Tech N9ne fans thought it was him, so Tech N9ne issued a statement via video. Condolences to the battle rapper Tech N9ne. He said he's been battling for years. I've observed many battles of his. Condolences to the family. This the other Tech N9ne, what he said about him. My family is calling my phone wondering if I'm okay. I'm okay, but my condolences goes out to the battle rapper Tech N9ne. Philly, stand up. A candlelight visual was held last Tuesday for Mickens near his home. Philly rapper Meek Mills, as well as others, hip-hop known performers, took to social media in note of his passing. So right here, man, this is more graphic detail where we get to see a clear picture of what really happened involving these cases that's on Tech Nine before his demise. So Tech Nine. So this is what they saying. Tech Nine, one of Tech Nine, his girlfriend, her daughter, her daughter is saying that he forced his way in her bedroom. A girl who used to go with Tech Nine, her daughter, he forced his way in her bedroom with a knife in his hand, demanding her to take off her clothes while he masturbated in front of her and telling her to touch and grab on his penis. Wow. And this is what's crazy about this case and why this thing have exploded big time. See, people was asking like, dang, how they finding out all this information and how did this come out like this? Let me tell you what they did. Because they tried to cover it up, the cover-up caused it and demanded actions for questions that needed to be answered that we wasn't getting. When they had reported that this man just suddenly died and making it seem as though some type of foul play was involved, this caused an outrage, an uproar within the battle rap community. Then it got public where you got rappers, Meek Mill, Tech Nine, Kendrick Lamar and them, people coming out like, what happened? Which made people then look into his background. Especially, look, the cover-up that they did, see, they did this. Look, he responsible for what he did, and it's obvious he was guilty and took his own life because he didn't want to go to prison. Because you're not finna, let's be real, you're not going to get probation time for molesting, touching children and child porn. You're not going to get no type of probation time at all for that. So because of his actions and the guilt that was plaguing his mind of knowing he had to go to prison. Now, I don't know how Philadelphia prisons is, but I know down here in the Midwest, when you accused of these things, it could be bad for you in prison. Very bad for you in prison. From the inmates and the officers. So him being afraid to go to prison and his reputation and everything just being exposed, it may have just, look, that's what it seemed to be what happened. And because people covered it up from family and certain friends, and they got out with all that money. And then, see, because it played on the people, the battle rapper, the fans, it played on our intelligence and emotions. Because we said he died, and then there's no answers for him dying. Even his friend Butter had came to the internet, and he was like, he was healthy. He didn't have no scars on him. You know what I'm saying? We need answers, and the doctors ain't telling us nothing, which made more people even more saddened, even more hurt, and wanted to demand even more answers, which ended up exposing and bringing to the forefront this now dark cloud that will hover over his legacy, his name, forever now. Because they were saying they didn't know how he died, knowing this man had took his life because of what was shadowing him, it made people look into his background. Then you got everybody talking about, you got a lot of rappers and things talking about, we need to get together and see if we can get a street, Wayne Ave, named after him, a street named after him in Philly. Now when you're doing stuff like that, now you entered into politics. And they gonna look into it like, let us see who this good guy was, who we don't know nothing about, that all these people and fans mourning about, saying we got to get a street named after him down here in Philly. Then when they get to looking him up, like, hold up, wait. This man is a pedophile. This man got 10 counts of child porn on him. This guy was facing charges and was finna take a plea deal tomorrow, the day before he died. The day after he died. They talking about a street named after him. And that's when all this stuff came to the forefront. They had collected all that money, $30,000 in donations. They hid this from the battle rap community. This was horrible. This whole outplay of what they did was horrible, man. Jack Boy Maine got a tattoo of the man because he believing that this was an honorable man, you know what I'm saying? Clean Paper came forward. Many people, man, talking about, you know what I'm saying, him, and because they believed it was a man of honor, not knowing what he was doing in his private, personal life. They saying this little girl is like 14, 12 years old. Come on, man. Come on, man. No. No. No, 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 no. That's crazy, man. That's bogus, man. That's bogus, man. That's bogus how they did and played on the affections of the battle rap community and the people and made away with all that money, man. Now it's being reported that people want their money back. They calling banks, putting stops on their credit card, the payments and checks. And guess what? They have a right to do that. And somebody gonna be held. This stuff gonna get even deeper because the people was misinformed in giving their money. They had no idea they were donating hundreds, thousands of dollars to a pedophile that was charged for being a pedophile. They were lied to. When the people closest to him knew. Some of these people knew. All of them didn't know, but some of these people knew. They knew exactly what was going on. They knew exactly what was going on. Now, again, people asking, did Jay Black know? Why wouldn't he know? Jay Black is already on record. When he did the Rome DMV thing busting out by the fly, what did he say? I know everything. I am the system. I research, I look into everything. So if Tech Nine is your co-host on your show, the mate is only two of y'all, you and him. He's not coming up to the show. He's missing. He's gone. He's a friend of yours. You not checking on him? Even if you find out he in jail, you not calling? Why would you stop being a computer geek and nerd now? He a master with computers and all this stuff. Why would he slack off when it's his guy? If anything, that's gonna make you go harder. Like, hold on, he gone. Let me see what's going on with him. Where he at? When family members of ours is missing and gone, you know what we do? We call the county. Or we go on the internet and look up what's down here called CCAP. It may be named something else where y'all are from. You type up CCAP, and it'll tell you where somebody at. We'll call down to the county, and they'll tell us if they got them or not. They'll let us know what they're arrested for, what they being held for, when they go to court. Why would this be any different? Why would this be any different? And according to Jay Black, in so many ways, allegedly, I'm going to say, he made it appear like he knew what was going on. He said literally out his mouth to chest. To Tech, he said, you got a personal thing going on with you also? Tech like, yep, I do. So he knew. Then you making the people pay when you understand what's going on. And y'all not telling the truth. Because y'all trying to sweep this thing under the rug and you making out big on this money for this man. And these people have no idea who they getting for. If people knew that their money was going to a known pedophile who was being charged, who was facing 10 charges on this, and was entering a plea of guilty just the day after he died, they wouldn't have gave that money. Some of them wouldn't have gave that money like that. Jack Boy Maine wouldn't have got that tattoo on his neck. Clean Paper wouldn't have came out publicly saying what he said. They did that on the strength of believing this was a stand-up man of honor. And they manipulated the battle rap community. And yes, he knew. Why wouldn't he know now? Why would he try to blind his eyes to not know now? You are a public figure. You the biggest battle rap media platform in battle rap. If your co-host is arrested, that's something you're going to look in before anybody because you got a brand to protect. You got a brand to protect. He definitely knew. He definitely knew. And you allowed them people to spend all that money, man. And this stuff blew up in y'all face. Y'all tried to cover it up and it blew up in y'all face. And it's so much more stuff finna come out. And look, let me tell you something. I'm hearing some stuff that ain't even out yet. It's coming. It's coming. And this stuff is crazy. And that's just a disloyalty. That's unfair. Why not just tell the truth? Y'all should have just told the truth in the very beginning and then did something for that man's daughter. Like, look, the man was facing charges on some things, man. He took his life. He left a daughter behind, y'all. So we could feel what we want to feel about him. But the daughter had nothing to do with that, man. This crazy, man. And you can't hide in this community. The truth gonna come out. And because y'all lied, and because y'all made it seem like foul play was involved, it demanded people to ask questions. And then with questions came answers and investigations to blow this thing open right here. Notice what it started out saying. They were talking about his death brought confusion and people didn't understand what was going on. Because everybody's asking, what happened? What happened? Oh, he just died peaceably. He just, he died in his sleep, such and such, But he was healthy. That raised an aware. Like, hold on, he was healthy. He's supposed to be eating good, being a vegan or some type of stuff like disciplining his body, all this. How this just happened and he only 32? And that's why. And that's why, man. And then it ended up exposing the whole thing. And it blew up in their face. It blew up in everybody's face. But they made out big with the money and stuff, man. That's crazy, man. That's horrible. And why I believe Black didn't want to put that donation on that Champion platform so in case it comes out, he could be covered from it. So it was directed to something else. You get what I'm saying? And why I was saying, why you ain't got the donation up for his daughter? They didn't want nothing to do with it at all. Not on that Champion platform, not on that URL platform. They wanted nothing to do with that at all. We ignoring that. Who ignored that? And that's when I knew suspicion, like something ain't right. And then people tried to clown me about, oh, what you doing? Oh, you do something not right. Because that's first priority. Something is not right. I know this enough because I deal with life. And I understand something ain't right. And like I said, I ain't donate to them. I don't know them people. Now look what we finding out. Just like I thought. Just like I expected. Yeah, see, these clowns be trying to talk and always got something to say. They ain't experienced nothing enough. They ain't been through nothing enough. They don't have no idea of life. I ain't survived this long in these Chicago, Milwaukee streets for nothing. For nothing. 44 years old. That's hard to do where we live at. You got to be on your P's and Q's. You got to recognize games. You got to see it coming before it coming. Because when you got, you got. And that's what was crazy about this situation, man. That's exactly what happened. Tried to cover it up. Man, look, this stuff got so bad. They had all type of things out here. They was even accusing Smack them of doing an Illuminati sacrifice on this man. That's what they were trying to say. One dude look, this thing got so big, his death went viral. His death went viral because they thought it was the other Tech-9 who bigger than him, which raised more awareness to Tech-9 death. It went viral. That made people start looking into his background. He came up with all this. And he got into politics. And we want a street. We got a petition going on that we getting a street named after him. What? You see all this? Put that out. Shut all that noise down. Now we in the battle rap community getting it. They tried to cover it up and hide it. Horrible, man. Horrible. And Black, you bogus, man. Let's just be honest, man. Let's just be real, fam. That's why he's trying to be silent, because he's trying to get his thoughts together, trying to come up with some intellectual, smart way to say this without making himself look bad, man. And like I said, people respected you, man. People respected you. People had trust in you, believing that you would just keep it 100, man. They give you thousands of dollars, man. Thousands and thousands of dollars, man. Support you like it's nothing, fam. Ride or die with you, man. You betrayed the people, man. You betrayed the people. And it's sad because a lot of people don't know Dude family like that, even though they knew what was going on. But you had to know this too, man. That man was going to do a plea on the 25th. You don't think he talked to you about this stuff, man? Knowing that he ain't gonna be on the show no more. So he wasn't gonna talk to you about none of that. You didn't look up none of it. You do everything in the privacy of your own home. You didn't look up none of it. All this public information. So now it's surprising you just like it's surprising us. But that's your co-host. That's who on the show with you. This your platform. Come on, fam. We not doing that. No. We not doing that. You won't pull the wool over our eyes no more. No more. You can't pull the wool over our eyes no more. You never had them over mine. I peep game out the gate. Then people like, oh, he just lost his mother. Now he lost Tech. Oh, he going through a thing. That may be so. But what'll make your mourning more respectable is when you mourn in respect. Because even in your mourning, you have an obligation to your people. You have an obligation to the people that got you where you at, regardless to what. So it's not okay to lie to them. It's not okay to let them give money knowing they being deceived and tricked and manipulated, and you know the plot behind what's going on. No. This man is recorded coming in a little girl room with a knife, demanding her to take off her clothes, masturbating all over her, forcing her to grab on his penis. Yeah, maybe you didn't know the depthness of those details, but you had to know the knowledge of the consequences of what was going on. What was going on, man? And that's why that guilt hurting him. That guilt hurting him. He couldn't even respect and mourn Tech Nine right. When they told him to, let him say something, he couldn't even really say nothing like Friday. I'm looking like, really? Even though I know the man was saddened by it, but his conscience was hurting him. He couldn't even mourn peaceably, respectably. And maybe by being a friend, it was for him to respect Tech by not saying what was going on. But when you knew that all that money was being generated and those people were being lied to about this man's death and about what was going on in this man's personal life and all this stuff out, making it seem as though this man was some type of Illuminati sacrifice and foul play was involved and all these, that was bogus. And like I said, one guy from another community had nothing to do with battle rap. He just specialized in witchcraft, Illuminati stuff, because I saw him do this on Stars and Rappers and in the game of blood sacrifice and rituals. He did one on Tech Nine. I was like, dang, Tech even reached dude. You know what I'm saying? And he talked about Tech Nine being sacrificed. Talking about nobody knew about his death or how he died and all these unnatural causes. And come to find out, he couldn't handle the pressures of the consequences of his sins about to fall on him and checked himself out of life, allegedly. And let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all have to be more patient when dealing with people, and you better understand things and know what's going on. This stuff backfired and exploded in all their faces, and right now they are ashamed. All the battle rappers coming out talking about it and everything, and they seeing what's happening. They seeing what's happening. Right. Champion of lies. This your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours.